traer y pues él no sabía. Pero chécanlo, Guns va a ser una película, estuvieron muy contentos aquí en Monterrey. Al ratito platicamos más porque...
Ya ni les digas, para que la
estuvimos
vean.
platicando hasta con los choferes de las limusinas que traían y nos contaron todo el
Saludos
chisme.
al pájaro.
Grexo, sí, saludos a todos ellos. Aquí está Guns N' Roses en Monterrey, que fue definitivamente un suceso. Ahorita regresamos, no te vayas, tenemos más para ti en Desvelados.
Toma nota.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, ignition.
¿Qué onda, Desvelados? ¿Cómo están? Pues yo acompañada de una de las personalidades más importantes del medio artístico. Él es Matt, integrante del grupo Guns N' Roses. Hi, Matt. Fine. En esta ocasión la entrevista la va a hacer Juan Ramón.
Hola, ¿qué tal, Desvelados? Estamos con Matt y la vamos a traducir, vamos a cambiar a inglés. Matt, I know you started in the cult fight back in 1989 with Ian Asbury. When you entered Guns N' Roses in August of 1990, did you think, what did this represent for you?
Wow, it was just a much bigger band, I guess. You know, my first show with Guns N' Roses was in Rock in Rio, Brazil. About 140,000 people.
Yeah.
So that was a little bit different.
Well, actually, if I'm sorry to correct you, there were 260,000 people in Brazil. I was going to ask you, that was my next question. Were you nervous in that?
Yeah, it was 260,000 because we played 2 shows.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was my first show with Axl singing because he doesn't like to rehearse. So yeah, I met him basically after the show and said, hi, how you doing? And we came on and we played the show, and yeah, I was nervous, to be honest with you.
From back then, 1991, January, till now, how do you think the group has evolved, musically speaking?
Well, we've been on tour now for 2 years. We've played Japan twice, Australia, Europe 3 times, United States. So I think the band's gotten a lot tighter.
Yeah.
And the tour we're doing now is called Skin and Bones, because before, when we did the stadium tour, we had horn players and background singers. And we've stripped all that down, and now it's just the 6 guys in the band, Dizzy, Gilby, Slash, Axel, Duff, and myself.
Talking about a little bit about that, you didn't have time to rest, right, between tours? It was just like you finished the last tour and then started Skin and Bones tour? Does this affect you musically?
No, just our tiredness.
Yeah.
Mainly. We don't get much sleep, but no, it wasn't hard to do. We rehearsed about 3 days, and we changed all the songs from the last time we were in Mexico when we played Mexico City. We've got a much different set now. We do an acoustic set in about the middle of the show, and we do a lot of stuff off the Lies record, and a lot of older material, and then we do some different stuff off usually the 1 and 2.
How did you feel the first time you played in Mexico? What were your, you think, oh, come on, not Mexico, or were you like willing to do a Mexico thing? And that was like a year ago. And now, why did you decide to return? There's a couple of questions there.
We love Mexico. I mean, the first time we played Mexico City, the fans were incredible. And that's the reason we came back. You know, we get chased down the street and, you know, we get mobbed. And it's like, for us in the States, that doesn't really happen much. You know, there's fans, yeah, but they're not as passionate. You know, when we played South America, the same thing. Basically, any Latin country that we played, I think, are some of the best crowds that we've ever played to. And the 2 shows we did in Mexico City, I could say that those are probably 2 of the best we've ever done.
That was good. That was what I was going to ask you then, but thank you for telling me.
That's not any, you know, that's the truth. I mean it. And the people were so incredible. You know, they sang every lyric. And Guadalajara also, you know, that was really cool.
Well, I can bet my life on it. Monterey's going to really astound you because we are more cultural, musically speaking, of course. You have a lot of fans here. November Rain is probably one of the most requested songs here in Monterey. And I just wanted you to ask, a lot of the songs Guns N' Roses write, they write, I don't know, it was November Rain, sorry, written especially for somebody?
You'd have to ask Axel that one. That song was written quite a long time ago. Before I was in the band. Way back before Appetite for Destruction even. And it was a demo that we had laying around, and it was actually on bootleg. You could get it, you know, out for bootleggers and things like that. And we decided to put music to it and the band to it, and we recorded it live in the studio, and yeah, it came out, you know, I thought when we first wrote it, it was kind of different for the band.
Yes.
You know, piano and all that, and it became this big song, and you know, there you go.
You won an MTV award for that video, November Rain. One question, do you know why does the girl die in that video?
That's another one you'd have to ask Axel.
Okay. And there was this mention, I think it was in that ceremony, that you said, this has nothing to do with Michael Jackson. What was that about?
Well, the award that we received was called the Video Vanguard Award. It's for video achievement over a certain amount of years, you know, and Michael Jackson got the award first.
Okay.
And then last year, I don't know who they gave it to, U2 or somebody. And we thought that, you know, the award really didn't have anything to do with Michael Jackson, you know, and it's a long, complicated story.
Okay.
But we wanted just to receive an award that said, okay, this is your Video Vanguard Award. Why does Michael Jackson's name have to be on it? We have nothing to do with Michael Jackson.
Okay.
That's basically...
Oh, so the award said Michael Jackson?
Yep. So it's the Michael Jackson Video Vanguard Award.
Oh, I got it. Okay. And Slash did some collaborations with Michael in the Black or White thing and, you know, in the video. Do you think...
He's the only one that has anything to do with Michael Jackson. Not the rest of us.
Okay, so do you think pop and heavy metal, this kind of thing, music, has can they merge together? Can they be together? Do you think in the long run, pop music or heavy metal are going to be like the same in the mainstream
I hope
section?
not.
Really?
No, I think that, I think Slash just likes to play his guitar, you know, he's constantly got it in his hands, and he's, you know, he's really serious about his guitar, and if he's not busy and Michael Jackson's playing, he'll go play with him. You know, and he's played with Bob Dylan and Lenny Kravitz, you know, and he'll get up and jam with people, you know, and I think it's just about that he likes to play his guitar. It's not about he's trying to mesh with some pop guy like Michael Jackson. You know? Michael asked him and basically begged Slash to play with him. You know, called Slash, you know, so he said finally, okay, I'll do it, because that's the kind of person Slash is. He's a really good-hearted person, and he finally gave in and went and played with Michael, and I guess he had a great time.
Yeah.